Hello and welcome to Bess Mahaney Pilates YouTube channel. Today I'd like to do a sideline hip work series. Hip work is very important, stretching and strengthening simultaneously. Good for all populations. I'm going to work in parallel feet today, and then the next one I'll do part 2 with turnout because there's so many different exercises. So what you want to do first is line your spine up with the back of the mat straight. And then you're going to bring your feet to the front corner of the mat, just like that. Now you can also have your arm all the way down with your head on, or you can be up on your forearm. So I'll do it like this today, and my ankles are going to be flexed. Now one hip is stacked over the top of the other, and as you lift that leg, you want to keep that hip stacked over the other one that's underneath, and lower. So this is targeting hips and glutes, and even though you're side lying, your belly's pulling in, you might have a little space under the waistline. I'll do about 6 of each exercise just so you get an idea. Now from there, I'm going to start circling. When you start moving your leg a little bit more with more range, you want to make sure your hips are still stable, that they're not wobbling back and forth. One more in that direction. Shoulders are relaxed. Reverse. You'll start to feel these right away. It's important to do hip work every day. I have a love-hate relationship with it, and so do my students, because it burns, but it's very important. All right, now I'm going to keep my leg hip height, and I'm going to pull it forward with a flexed ankle, and then I'm going to pull it back just past my hips a little with a pointed toe. And again, this is side kick forward. And you want to make sure your hips are staying stable, shoulders relaxed. Good, I'll do a couple more here. Last one. Okay, and I'm going to end with a little bicycle, single leg bicycle. And you can keep that ankle flexed or pointed, and you'll be starting to feel these any minute. So when you do these on your own, you can do 10 repetitions of each movement. Reverse that bicycle. Good, and 2 more. We'll do both sides in the video, and then maybe a little stretch if we have time. All right, so switching. Line your spine up, so when I mean that, like from your tailbone up to the top of your shoulders, and then you pull your toes towards that front corner of the mat. Okay, and then flex those ankles. Make sure the hips are stacked before you start to lift that leg, and keeping those hips stable while you lift. Ankles are flexed. So yeah, my clients, I usually train a lot of the athletes with this hip work, but all populations, like I mentioned, circles, have to do this when I teach. Very important. 2 more in that direction. Let's reverse. You can make this range of circle as big as you'd like, as long as your pelvis stays stable, like I was mentioning. Hips aren't moving around too much. Shoulders are relaxed. 1 more. And then you're going to get your top leg hip height. Kick it forward with a flexed ankle. Point the toe, pull it back. Just so your hips open a little into extension. So this is flexion and extension of the hips with this exercise. You want to move the hips in all directions. 1 more. And then get into that bicycle. Check in with your shoulders. we're going to go the opposite way of that bicycle. So next video, like I mentioned, I'll do more versions and probably externally rotated at the hips and turn out. There's many different things to do here sideline, so we'll do a few more. Alright, now let's come onto our back to do a quick little figure 4 stretch, because I'm sure you feel your hips by now. So my right ankle crosses over my left thigh, the bottom of my left thigh, and I just let my left foot relax down, and I'm going to pull that knee in, the left knee. At the same time, you want to kind of push that right knee out, away from you. Don't get too crazy though. You have to be gentle when you're stretching. So you can hold the back of the thigh or the top of the knee, whichever works better. Sometimes I like to work my ankles a bit. Then I'm going to switch to the other side. This side's tighter. Pull in. Try to push my left knee out away from me. I know you're getting the opposite visual there on the camera, but you get the idea. Pulling my right knee in. Alright, good. Hands behind the thighs, roll it up. Okay. So like I said, 10 repetitions of each exercise, or you can just repeat the video 3 or 4 times if you'd like. I'll do a part 2 pretty soon. Please subscribe or leave a comment or any feedback. And thank you for watching.